Good morning and welcome to a Teachable Thursday. We are here for our weekly read aloud, and today's read aloud is by the one and only Amanda Gorman. We are going to be reading her new book, Change Sings. Our illustrator is Lauren Long, and as I go through this book, there are some fantastic illustrations. So I'm really gonna want you to pay attention to those illustrations. Before we get started though, two things. I want to say thank you to my sister-in-law, Becky Bullis, and her company, Wick and Bean Candles, who is sponsoring our read aloud for today and actually got this book for us. So thank you very much to Wick and Bean Candle Company, our sponsor for today. I want to give you something to think about before we get started with the actual reading. Again, Amanda Gorman is our author. And just something to think about because the name of our story is called Change Sings. What is a big change you have been a part of? What is a big change you have been a part of? I know in the last couple of years, my life has gone through a lot of changes. But what are some of your changes? So if you need to stop the video and talk about some changes going on in your life, talk about that now. We, however, are going to continue with our story, Change Sings. Here we go. I can hear change humming in its loudest, proudest song. I don't fear change coming, and so I sing along. I scream with the skies of red and blue streamers. I dream with the cries of tried and true dreamers. Really pay attention to these beautiful illustrations. I'm a chant that rises and rings. There is hope where my change sings. Though some don't understand it, those windmills of mysteries, I sing with all the planet and its hills and histories. I hum with 100 hearts, each of us lifting a hand. I use my strengths and my smarts, take a knee to make a stand. All right. I'm bright as the light each day brings. There is love where my change sings. I show others tolerance, though it might take some courage. He doesn't exactly like what he hears there. They're playing that music and he's covering his ears, but there is tolerance that is being shown. I don't make a taller fence, but fight to build a better bridge. I talk not only of distances from where and how we came. I also walk our differences to show we are the same. I'm a movement that roars and springs, There's a wave where my change sings. So if you notice in the illustration right here, at first he was covering his ears, and now he has joined the band. Change sings where? There, inside me, because I'm the change I want to see. As I grow, it grows like weeds. I am just what the world needs. I'm the voice where freedom rings. You're the love your bright heart brings. Sharing and showing love. We are the waves starting to spring, for we are the change we sing. We're what the world is becoming, and we know it won't be long. We all hear change strumming. Won't you sing along? The end. Change Sings by Amanda Gorman. And I will be honest and the first to say that sometimes change is hard. Sometimes change is hard, but it is necessary. Change is necessary. So, some additional things for you to think about. Two things actually that you can discuss and write about, talk about in your class, or if you're watching with your family, talk about with your family. What might the world look like in 2 years, 5 years, or 10 years if an issue you care about was corrected or if it was fixed? So if it's something that you're passionate about and you're like, if this would change, wow, things could be very different. So what is that issue and how would that change impact you and the world? Another thing I want you to think about is in the book, she wrote, we all have strengths and smarts to make change. The author also said, I am just what the world needs. What are some of the things you are good at that could be used to help others? Think about that as you go about your day and have some discussions about that. Change Sings. Just us and books.